Hello everyone. How are you? I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Welcome to my channel to update and new video. Tuesday, November 14, 2023. Today on General Hospital, Mason tries to make Cyrus an offer. Dante gives Austin a warning, and Esmond and Spencer clash again. At the hospital, Liz catches Finn in the elevator. Liz has a bunch of paperwork in her hands for budgets she has to get in. They step off the elevator, and Portia tells Finn that she and Dr. Randolph need to meet with him. They head to Terry's office. In Terry's office, Terry informs Finn that he and GH are being sued for malpractice. They explain his former patient died, and it's his wife who is suing. They tell him that he can keep practicing with limits, and must submit to drug screenings because of his history. He understands, and they tell him to get an attorney immediately. Finn meets up with Liz and explains he's being sued. They talk about the case. The man came in sick and had a tapeworm after extensive travel, which he treated. His family believes he should have diagnosed that he had cancer then and there, which nobody knew. He remembers he ordered further tests, but the patient didn't come in for another 2 months. By the time he did, that's when he found the cancer, and it was too late to start treatment. Liz is sure he didn't do anything wrong. Finn believes he didn't, but it may not matter. Liz promises to be there for him every step of the way, starting with going over all his patient notes. He thanks her and is lucky to have her. She knows but says it goes both ways. Back in Terry's office, she and Portia would hate to be in Finn's shoes, and this could end his career. Terry also says a lawsuit like this one could take GH down with Finn. Dante arrives at Austin's office to speak about Mason, but Austin has nothing else to say about his cousin. Dante suggests he listen. Dante brings up the fact he knows Mason has been sneaking people in to see his ER to be treated off the record, which could make him an accessory to any crimes they were involved in. Austin thinks he has no evidence and is fishing, but Dante has video evidence and staff statements. He could be facing going down for helping Mason kidnap Ava. Austin insists he helped save Ava the night Heather and Ryan showed up at Windermere, so why would he kidnap her? Dante still doesn't understand the exact nature of Austin's relationship is to Ava Jerome. Austin says they've been getting closer, that's all. Dan suggests Mason isn't smart enough, nor capable of pulling a caper like this off alone, and perhaps Austin is the brains. Austin sternly says no. Dan suggests he come up with the name of Mason's boss and save himself. He exits. Cyrus visits Mason and claims he has come to show him the path to redemption. Cyrus tells him there is a deal in the works to drop the attempted murder charges against him, and he'll only face abduction charges as long as he claims he acted alone. Mason says that isn't true. He ordered him to do this to force Austin to testify in his hearing and get him freed. Cyrus reminds him of his last visit and warns of the pain he'd feel if he ever crossed him again. Mason says he can cut a deal to set up Austin. He will say Austin wanted Ava's money and was seducing her, but when it wasn't working, Austin asked him to abduct her. He says Cyrus won't even need to be named. Cyrus smiles. However, the plan doesn't work for him. Cyrus assures Mason that Austin will get what he deserves in due time, and Mason will be very comfortable and well taken care of in Pentonville. Who knows, he may be up for release soon. Sunny asks when Nina made this offer, and she says just this morning, the day after Charlotte was shot. She wonders if that has something to do with it. He suggests perhaps the shooting made her want to spend more time with those she loves. Carly admits when she heard about Charlotte, she thought about Joss and Donna. Carly suggests maybe he's right. Before she goes, Sunny suggests she consider Nina's offer. Nina arrives at Valentin's and he thanks her for coming. He tells her that Laura told him according to Charlotte. She thinks Anna shot her on purpose. Laura soon arrives and wasn't expecting Nina to be here. Laura informs them that it's as they expected. Victor has convinced Charlotte to push Anna out of Port Charles and Valentin's life. Laura says she seems overly obsessed with protecting him from Anna. Nina points out that means she was only trying to protect him. Valentin asks if Charlotte admitted to anything aside from trashing Anna's hotel, and Laura says she didn't. She didn't want to push her, and Kevin offered to speak to her again. They discuss how Victor manipulated Charlotte, and Laura brings up that Charlotte mentioned he wrote her a letter. Valentin heads to Charlotte's room and begins ransacking it looking for the letter. He finds it hidden in a false book along with the tarot cards. Valentin takes the letter to Laura, who reads it out loud. Nina calls Victor a sick bastard, and Valentin notes Victor found a way to have his perfect revenge. He can't believe Victor weaponized his daughter. Nina thinks they can explain this to Charlotte, but Laura says it's more difficult now. She says Charlotte believes Anna tried to kill her, and she wants her arrested. Spencer drops by the invader to see Esme. She thinks they can talk later at Kevin and Laura's place. He says he doesn't want her and Ace to move out, but she says this is best for them. Spencer doesn't understand how it will be better for her or Ace. She blurts out, "Ace and I need to get away from you." She says the longer they stay together for Ace, the harder it will be when it has to end. She says he can't have his own life and be there full-time for Ace. Spencer feels he can. He can have a relationship and be committed to Ace. Spencer notes he has money and offers to fully support her, so she can quit this job, and they can make this work. She tells him the longer she lives with him, Kevin, and Laura, the longer she puts her life on hold, and he isn't the only one who deserves to have someone special. She says she'll do what is right for her and Ace and storms out. At the gallery, Ava is surprised when Trina shows up when she's not on schedule. Trina explains she and Spencer had a fight, and he gave her an ultimatum, so she walked out on him. She says she's been avoiding him since. She fills Ava in on the fight, and Ava says she has been a saint when it comes to giving him time to spend with Esmond and Ace. Ava asks what changed for her. She tells him the fight started when she learned Esmond was moving out, and she said one word, finally. Trina explains he gave her an ultimatum, and he told her he wouldn't like his answer as she made him choose. She fears this is a pattern. Every time they get close, they are pulled apart. There is a ding on Trina's phone, and she sees it's a message from Spencer. She doesn't want to argue with him anymore, and she won't give in to his ultimatum. Ava suggests she tell Spencer how she feels just like she told her. She advises she also listen to him and be respectful of how he feels. Trina hugs her and says she knew she'd tell her the right thing, even if it was hard to hear.